is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Baker going to throw this right away. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
After the interception, here's Smith. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Fielded at the 33. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
From the 30 on second down, Mayfield. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing, Mayfield. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a big priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Kobe Bryant in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on second down. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Geno now to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Going up top. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Play action. It's Smith. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. To the air again, Smith. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the route is on here in this first half. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. On the return, Andre Roberts from his end zone. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
He's going to take another shot here. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Mayfield. Over the middle, he's got Chenault. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys.
And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it makes it 27-7 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone from the 10-yard.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a bit closer.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts this lead down to 13. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Well, the Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Geno. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Buffalo 18.
Again, Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Smith on first down. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. It's Chenault. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Mayfield on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. He's at the 30. 10, 5. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are, positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. D. Eskridge. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and it pushes the lead up to an even 20. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Roberts electing not to try it, and this will come out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield looks to throw. This one caught downfield by Higgins. Touchdown, Panthers. Rashard Higgins as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. And my goodness, another interception. Xavier Woods with a pick. The 40. The 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this third quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6.
And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
Under pressure, they got him again. Derek Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They went counter there offensively, and a couple of defenders were on skates for a second.
They certainly were, and you know what offensive linemen love about the counters and the misdirections? Sometimes you don't even have to block the defender. He can run himself out of the play if he doesn't read his keys properly.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're looking to turn things around here. They've been shut down in this 3rd quarter, and that was after a good first half offensively.
And you wonder where it all goes, and it feels like it goes away fast because it takes some time to build up good momentum, great play calling, excellent execution, and then in like a blink of an eye, you're losing the game. How do you get back there again? I'm sure they've talked about it, and they've got a plan. Now can they put it into practice?
The lead gone, now the search to find it again. Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep. They called it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Off of play action, here's Smith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. Got his target, Samuel. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
Gino's going to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Trey Brown there on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Escaping the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Down at the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Mayfield off the play fake. And Thomas has it. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage at 15. It's 1st and 10. Now again, right side McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Mayfield to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now Mayfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Pass complete, Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And quickly another 1st down, but tackled inbounds. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's Baker. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks have just about sewn up this football game. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Smith now to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great